What is going on, guys? My name is Slcmof. I'm back again with another video, and in this one I want to talk about the director's extreme ultra mega 3-hour long cut of Batman v Superman ultimately coming to the big screen. And a Warner Brothers executive has recently confirmed that they are considering the possibility of this movie coming to the big screen. I think the idea all along was for the ultimate cut to be on the DVD only, but with the big drop off, 68% is a sizable drop off. I mean, it's not too much higher than Iron Man 2, for example, but it's pretty high. Generally you want to look at around the 50% range in terms of a drop off, and they're probably about 15 points above where you want to be in terms of a drop off from week 1 to week 2. The third week, the movie called The Boss by Melissa McCarthy has now beat the movie out at the box office. So the point is, this movie has about 3 more weeks of racking in money. They're going to probably make about $20 million each week. Keep in mind, at this point, Batman v Superman is making raw, hard profit. Literally everything they're making right now is just green. They've already met or exceeded the point of breaking even. Okay, so everything they're making right now is all profit. That's not to say Warner Brothers is like, oh well, we've made our money back, so we don't care about making money anymore. That's not the case at all. But the point is, they're not concerned about whether or not this movie will be profitable. Keep in mind DVD sales and brand deals with Dodge. God forbid those terrible Dodge Chevy commercials, whatever the hell they were, of like every hero needs a villain, and it's like the thugs driving around, whatever. You know those commercials if you've seen them. So that's not including that. So they've made a lot of money on this movie already, and they are going to continue to make a lot of money until this movie called Captain America: Civil War comes out on May 5th. At that point, anyone going to the theater to see a superhero movie and they have to pick between Batman v Superman or Civil War is going to pick Civil War. The reason being, if people have not seen it by May 5th, they probably have no interest in seeing it, and thereby probably have experience with Marvel movies, and saw that the reviews for Civil War will undoubtedly be higher than that of Batman v Superman, because there's no way Civil War is going to get a 29% on Rotten Tomatoes. I just don't see that happening, because it does have a much more mass market appeal, at least from what I've seen of it in clips and everything like that, and it seems that a lot of the reviewers share those. They seem to like it a lot more than the reviewers did for Batman v Superman. What is interesting about the notion of a ultimate cut being released for Batman v Superman is that Warner Brothers would do something that most publishing companies could only dream of doing, and that is people that actually didn't like their movie seeing it twice, buying a ticket for it twice. And I've seen a lot of people, they didn't like the movie. In fact, they hated it. Saying they didn't like it is an understatement. They absolutely hated Batman v Superman. But you best believe, if they release this ultimate cut, which has Barbara Gordon in it, which maybe has a little bit more exposition on Robin, and is alleged or leaked to have a little Joker cameo in the flashback sequence, an extended version of the flashback sequence, more information on the desert sequence with Lois Lane, and ultimately the death of Jimmy Olsen, you best believe that fans that didn't even like the movie at all will come back and actually watch the movie a second time just for the references and cameos and the additional content there. But really, I think the notion of the ultimate cut being released in theaters at this point is inevitable. And again, this isn't their main choice. They wouldn't have done this preferably, but the movie's just not making as much money as they thought. It's going to, go under projections. I think they were expecting this movie to make around $1.2 billion. It's probably going to land in between the $900 million and the $1 billion mark. So to really get it up there to where they were expecting it to at around $1.1 billion, if they release the ultimate cut, to me, and I think to a lot of other fans, that would almost be like the movie's being re-released. I mean, the night before or the midnight premiere, everybody would be there, the seats would be filled out, again, just to see Barbara Gordon, an explanation on Jimmy Olsen, that Joker cameo, and the flashback sequence, and all those other scenes, and that's just what we know thus far. I mean, there's 30 minutes of additional content in a 2.5-hour movie. That is a lot of extra scenes. So it's going to be like seeing a whole new movie. It will have the level of hype around it. I mean, not as much as the main movie, but it'll have a lot of hype around it, and undoubtedly, it's going to make a lot of money, and it is necessary with the release of Civil War. As I mentioned, if you've not seen Batman v Superman by now, you're probably not going to see it. So if you're just going to the theater and like, I want to see a superhero movie, and you have to pick between a movie that got a 29% on Rotten Tomatoes and Civil War, which is just a Marvel movie and has a lot of viewers and fans have had good experiences with Marvel movies in the past, they are going to be inclined to watch that movie. I would estimate to the point in which Batman v Superman will probably not even make $10 million a week with, after May 5th. So not only is it a good idea business-wise, I think it's a great business for the fans. It's great for us fans, and I think it's absolutely essential for the last few months of Batman v Superman being in theaters from June and onward. Warner Brothers executives have confirmed that it's probably likely that we will not get the movie on DVD and Blu-ray until August, which is when Suicide Squad comes out. That's 5 months away, okay? So if not August, then maybe September, in that area. The point is, we're not getting this movie on Blu-ray for a while, longer than you think. It's not as close as we're expecting. So let me know your thoughts on the extended cut, the ultimate cut, whatever you want to call it, of Batman v Superman hitting theaters. Would you like to see it? Do you think it should only be a Blu-ray DVD thing? Me personally, I would love to see it on the big screen in IMAX, because we would otherwise never have the possibility of doing that. I'm most excited for Barbara Gordon's scene, and also that Joker cameo that is alleged to come in the flashback sequence in a kind of extended version of the flashback nightmare type thing. Allegedly, we're supposed to see the Joker and Robin. That's totally rumor, but the thing about Barbara Gordon, Jenna Malone being Barbara Gordon, is pretty much not. At this point, I don't think there's really any speculation there that that's going to be happening. So, hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Do you think that we should see this? And if not, should we? Do you think we will? Do you think that Warner Brothers will ultimately cave in and try to get to that 1.2 billion mark? Again, at this point, it's all cash for them. You know what I mean? It's just like, do we want to make a lot of money that we already have made, or do we want to make even more money? You know, so it's just like rich people problems that they're just going to debate this, like, oh, you know, should it be on DVD or Blu-ray? I think ultimately, in the end of it, they're going to decide that they want to release it because they're going to make more money. It's not that challenging. They know that us fans, we're going to go see it in theaters a few times, and we're still going to buy the ultimate, the Blu-ray and DVD, and they just made an extra 15, 30, 45 bucks off of us on our theater tickets seeing the ultimate cut. They've already made like 100 bucks off me watching it like 6 times. So anyway, guys, hope you'll have enjoyed the video, and if you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up. My name's Slcmof, and we'll see you in the next one.